You tired of sleeping on that not big enough bench seat yet? Hotel stays cutting into all your profits. Let me show you how I save at least $2,000 minimum every month. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's Masskular. Welcome to my channel. Here I am cutting up the quote-unquote insulation for the floor foundation. Adding the plywood as the base. Putting in the 2x4s for the wall framing. So one wall has a metal plate already on that side. So when I get to this other side, I use two 2x4s to kind of make them match levels. Drilling holes for the bolts. Screwing the nuts on the other end of the bolt outside the truck. A lot of in and out on the truck. Moving to the other side of the truck. It's a lot of work trying to hold the studs up and screw the nuts on the bolt by myself. So I kind of use the material around me to help me. As you'll see, I put the plywood on the stud. I ended up screwing up here, pun intended. The bolts were too long or too short, depending on which studs it was going through. And I ended up having to go back to the store to get different sizes to install. Here I'm getting the sizes for the sidewalls. I began to cut the insulation for the walls. Here I begin screwing the sidewalls to the framing. Doing the insulation for the other wall. Now screwing that wall in. Measuring for the additional pieces at the top. And now screwing them in as well. And now I'm doing the same thing for the other side. At this point, I began to insulate the front wall. Kind of used to doing things by myself, so I improvise with the things around me. The studs are holding up the insulation for me. I basically level it out and screw it in. Here I go inside the truck and cut the insulation and match the hole inside the cab. This is way easier than doing it from inside the box. It's like the light helps you, you know? So here I'm measuring for the back wall. It's much easier to already have these cut before you put the studs up. Now I'm screwing the stud to the foundation, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the top and add some braces. Measuring out the studs to create the support for the back wall. The rule is every 16 inches. I think I did about every 12 inches though. So here I'm trying to see if I have a board that will cover the ceiling, but I didn't, so I had to make another storeroom. I'm inside the box screwing in the wall. Somehow I miscalculated that little piece at the top, so I had to add that back in. Here I started doing the insulation and closing of the back wall. Same technique, using stuff around me. Here I cut the insulation at the top so I would be able to screw the studs into the ceiling using the braces. This is preparation for the ceiling pretty much. Here's pretty much just a view from inside the sleeper, standing inside it. And this is just a view from the ceiling of it. Here I begin to hang the vinyl material for the sleeper so that it looks nice inside. I basically use a staple gun to get it to stay, kind of like even it out, and just staple it down. Way easier when you still have the ceiling up, when you could just hang it from the top. At this point, I already vinyl wrapped the ceiling and I'm trying to put it on top of the box. I had dropped it in the process, had to get it back up there. Checking to make sure everything is lined up. Begin screwing the braces into the ceiling and screwing from the top. Reinstall the insulation and put the final pieces of board up. Thanks for coming to my channel.